Today in History. Today is June 27th, and let's find out what happened on this day in the past.
We will in just a moment. 1880 and 1967, we'll be taking a look at those 2 years. But first, here, I have a quiz question for you. Used widely around the world to withdraw cash from one's bank account, the ATM stands for, number one, animated talking machine, or number two, automated teller machine. The question once again. Used widely around the world to withdraw cash from one's bank account, the ATM stands for, number one, animated talking machine, or number two, automated teller machine.
Well, they do talk, all right?
Do they?
They do.
ATMs talk?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They do, don't they?
Especially for those visually impaired.
That's right. You're absolutely right. Okay, so if you know the answer, please put it on our Bandi board or text in pounder sharp 1045. That would be on your cell phone. For 51, you could win an Usan.
That's right. Okay, so we're going to be talking about two items today, and here they are.
Today in history. In 1880, Helen Keller was born. And in 1967, the world's first cash dispenser, precursor of the modern ATM, was installed.
자, 1880년 6월 27일에는 헬렌 켈러가 출생한 날로 기록되고 있고요. 또 1967년 6월 27일에는 첫 ATM이 설치된 날이기도 합니다. 자, so today's journey today will begin with the birth of one remarkable lady who left a tremendous legacy in the field of learning.
Yeah, she was none other than Helen Keller, an American author, activist, and lecturer who was born on this day in 1880, and who made history by becoming the first deaf-blind person to obtain a Bachelor of Arts degree.
Previously, we covered the story of this person, of the person who brought the story of Helen Keller to light, Miss Anne Sullivan. Right, her lifelong companion, friend, and teacher.
Helen Keller was actually able to see and hear up until she was 19 months old, but she lost both senses due to illness, which is speculated to have been scarlet fever and meningitis.
Her parents never lost hope, though, in finding a cure for their daughter, and they eventually sent Helen to the Perkins Institute for the Blind in 1886, where she met 20-year-old Anne Sullivan. She was quite young back then, marking the beginning of their lifelong journey and friendship.
Yeah, we can see a picture, multiple pictures of them on Poiden Radio spending time together. They look like good friends, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, Sullivan recurred to various experiments to communicate with Keller, and the first word reportedly learned was water.
네. 이제 영화나 각종 TV 드라마에서도 그 헬렌 켈러와 설리반 선생님과의 어떤 그런 우정과 또 어떤 배움과 가르침의 과정을 그렸던 작품들이 많은데 저 장면이 특히 이제 펌프에서 물을 이렇게 이제
From a well,
길어내면서
right?
그렇죠. 느끼게 하면서 water라는 단어를 알려준 장면은 항상 메인 피처로 나왔던 것 같아요. Okay, so Helen Keller went on to become a prolific writer, having published 12 books, including The Story of My Life, which she wrote at the age of 22. She also worked restlessly in various social issues, including women's voting rights.
Well, Helen Keller's life has been interpreted and adapted many times to the big and small screens, and among them stands the series The Miracle Worker, a title that Mark Twain gave to Sullivan for her work with Keller.
So it was Mark Twain's idea. Okay, the series was later on adapted to a Broadway production in 1959 and then to a feature film which won an Academy Award in 1962.
I did not know that. I've never heard of these
That's
before.
Anne Bancroft.
Oh, I think that's definitely worth seeing, right? All right, well, now let's switch our attention to something that many people use at least once, maybe twice, maybe 3 or 4 times a week, right?
That's right. The everyday device, which is bound to have been used by anyone with a bank account.
And of course, that's the automated teller machine, commonly known as the ATM. And it was on this day in 1967 that the first of its kind in the world was installed in England.
자, 자동 현금 지급기, automated teller machine. 이때 teller라고 하는 건 bank teller를 말하는 거죠. Okay, back then it was simply known as a cash dispenser or cash machine. And it worked on a voucher system with a maximum limit of $28 per withdrawal.
In the States, you call it an ATM?
ATM.
Okay. In Canada, maybe an ATM or sometimes a bank machine.
Bank machine.
Yeah, that as well.
Cash machine도 많이 쓰는 말 같던데요.
There's a few different names, I guess. So other similar devices were created independently in other countries until the first modern ATM was installed in 1972. And back then, it was known as the cash point.
아, 그렇구나. 네. 자, 그 cash machine, automated teller machine이 되겠습니다. 그게 that's what ATM stands for, right?
It's a great idea, isn't it?
네,
Yeah, it's an
그러니까요.
absolutely fantastic idea. All right, well, before we finish up today in history, we do have to give the answer to the quiz. And the question was, used widely around the world to withdraw cash from one's bank account, the ATM stands for, number 1, animated talking machine, or number 2, automated teller machine. And the answer is number 2, automated teller machine. Okie doke, that's it for today in history. We have Steve Miller in the studio in just a moment for today's travel notes. First, enjoy this from Raul Midon and Stevie Wonder, Expressions of Love.